Because what you're saying is that there's no way to hold them accountable. So you're saying you're
accountable to what though?
The
Accountable
parents,
to two kids
to
talking
parents,
about the fact that
this is
they're talking about subject matter. All of a sudden now we have to have teachers policing
I think,
speech or conversations.
I think you would
kids
even
are
agree,
having.
Governor, that is an over extreme example. What we're talking about.
No, but the extreme example. This was a solution in search of a
What we're talking
problem.
about is if, which happens a lot, unfortunately, is if a young girl says that, hey, I want to transition, and the teacher accommodates and affirms it, and the parent doesn't even know. I have met parents like that in the
I heard
state.
Trump, and then they come back and they're a boy
again,
or something. There's so much extreme.
But I
rhetoric in
will
this
say,
space.
and we don't have to, we don't have to wrestle too much on this topic. But you guys will lose on these topics, and you might disagree.
But
again,
but I'm one of those guys, and Charlie, I appreciate, and I by the way appreciate the civility which we're engaged in this conversation sincerely. I don't mind losing. Sometimes you lose on principle. It's one of those things. Everything's not political is the point. And sometimes the principle, and by the way, mad respect for you on abortion and same-sex marriage. You feel
where
the
the
same
American
way.
people don't agree with me.
Exactly. And I admire that on principle. But for me, it's not just political. And I appreciate you making that point. I deeply am mindful of the politics of this, which are very unhelpful.
Okay, I just
personally, it's unhelpful. More broadly, professionally, the Democratic Party and our brand. And one of the reasons, to your point, the Democratic Party brand has just been crushed.
And so as your self-awareness is helpful to know, because it is deeply unpopular. And I think that is an ascendant political force that is not going away.
No, I appreciate, but I also appreciate you hold deeply unpopular beliefs.
Of course